YOLO, I think you should turn your brain off.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Not like that, but more along the lines of what Seneca was talking about. He once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality," and I feel that so hard. There are times where you overthink, you overanalyze, you start coming up with a million reasons why something might not work, what could go wrong. You try to get as much information before making any decisions as possible, and you drown yourself in facts and figures and end up with analysis paralysis. When what you really need to do is figure out what it is you want, make a plan for that, and then just do that plan. Ignore everything else. Nothing else matters. If someone else is doing whatever it is you want to do a different way, irrelevant. If you're not making very much progress, but you're still sticking to your plan and you are in fact making some progress, irrelevant. Focus solely on just ignoring everything else, blocking it out, turning your brain off. There are so many times where I personally would go and do something. Say it's relaxing with friends or family, and in the back of my mind I'm thinking about all the things I could be doing, all the chores, all the laundry, all the work, you're not being productive enough, why are you resting? Or when I'm working, my brain will start thinking about how I'm always working, how I need to take a break, how it's important for my health, why I should rest. I'm never present in the moment is the problem I found. When I'm physically working, I'm mentally wanting to rest. And when I'm trying to rest, I'm mentally wanting to be working. I'm never able to just be. And that's why I think that we should just turn our brains off sometimes and enjoy the moment. To just focus on one task at a time. And I know in our modern day and age it's really difficult because we've been used to having so much stimuli. Every video now feels like it has Subway Surfers or Minecraft parkour in the background just to keep you engaged, to hijack your brain and your dopamine centers so you can't actually just focus on one thing. Main example I have is, when's the last time anybody has tried to read a physical book? No music in the background, no lo-fi study beats, as great as they are. Just you, a room, a physical book, and a timer of however long you want to read. 5 pages, 30 minutes, whatever it may be. Another reason you should turn your brain off periodically is it's good for your mental. We have too much negative stimuli. The news is in the business of getting views. And what gets views? Reactionary content. Something negative. Gas prices go up. This celebrity slept with that celebrity. Or war, famine, poverty. All the bad stuff gets shoved front and center. And then they'll do one little happy article piece about a local puppy being reunited. So they're like, oh, it's not all bad news. Too much negative stimuli. And the algorithms really don't help. They found that rage bait and other such content really get engagement. And engagement is all they care about, because the longer they can keep you on the platform, the more ads they can show you. So showing you content that would make you happy, fulfilled, and then want to go live your own life, or showing you content that would make you pissed off and get into an argument with somebody who's probably a bot for 30-40 minutes straight. It's not exactly rocket science. There's a quote that I really like on the subject of the news from Denzel Washington. It goes, "If you watch the news, you're misinformed. If you don't, you're uninformed." I think periodically it's a good idea to turn your brain off and be uninformed, disconnected, and oblivious to what's going on in the world. Now, you do need to know what's going on, at least somewhat, but constantly having that kind of news, like we were saying, the negative stimuli, it's not going to be helpful. And I'm speaking from experience, from someone who focuses on the economy, but also war and politics. It sucks, it doesn't make me happy, and sometimes I just need to take a step back and ignore it, because at the end of the day, you should really focus on what you can control. The news, war, media, politics, there's nothing you can personally do to change the outcome of those events. So you shouldn't allocate much of your energy to thinking about that. Instead, you should think about that which is in your control and learning to let go and make peace with that which you cannot control. There is a mental practice that all monks, from Buddhist monks, Taoist monks, ancient Tibetan monks, Gregorian Catholic monks, have all practiced a various form of this. And the name of this mental practice is called the heart of the lotus. At the beginning of the day, typically, what the monk will do is they will take a lotus flower and they will focus on staring intently at the center of the lotus. They're not trying to do anything to the lotus flower. They're not trying to force it to bloom with mystical energy. They're just simply focusing on one focal point, letting everything else go from their minds. It's a form of meditation, but it also helps them to sift out, not really hit a zen-like state, but to just block out all distractions and take a minute to let their brain reset early in the morning. Now, a way that we can do this in our modern world, to turn our brains off, to disconnect, and to get some type of meditation without having to sit for hours staring at a lotus flower, would be a social media or a digital fast. Pick a week, or even just a day or two, like 2 days in a row, and cut out all Instagram, all TikTok, all Twitter or X, all YouTube, whatever it may be that you get your information from, where you digitally connect with the world, and just pause for 24 or 48 hours straight. It'll give your mind the chance to catch up, to process its thoughts, and to ease its cognitive load so it's not on a constant state of mental burnout. If you can, also try just sitting in silence and doing nothing. Raw dog life for 15 minutes at a time. No music, no movie, no TV in the background, you just sit. You don't think about anything, you just sit there. Allowing your mind to sort through, to declutter and filter its thoughts. Nothing sucks worse than getting done with a long, hard day, going to bed, laying down, and then staying awake for 30 minutes to an hour or more, constantly thinking about things. Because you didn't allow your brain to have a chance to think throughout the day. It was constant go, 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 now, this, decision. So at the evening time, it lays down and it's like, well, now it's time for me to start thinking and processing. No, we just went to sleep at the nighttime. Give your brain 15 minutes here or there to just process through junk. It's like a computer that needs some time to boot up. Give it time in the day, let it boot up, then at night you can turn your brain off and go to sleep easier. Of course, if you're a complete smooth brain, IQ that is half of room temperature, you probably can disregard this entire video because it doesn't apply to you. But for the rest of us who are constantly in a state of mental fatigue, burnout, and exhaustion, take a time once in a while to just turn your brain off, and life will get a little bit easier. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.